Alright, hello YouTube, this is Bukkit24 and I'm just going to be giving you an instructional video showing you how to make your very own Minecraft Bukkit plugin. And I know Minecraft has been updated to 1.5.1, well for me at least, I don't know how old this video is for you, but Bukkit right now is only up to 1.4.7 unfortunately, so you're going to have to downgrade or get the, 1.4.7 Minecraft.jar in order to do this. If you don't want to, whatever, you can just give up on writing a plugin. But if you really want to write a cool plugin of your own, just there'll be a couple links in the description for downloads that you're going to need for this video. But yeah, there'll be one there for 1.4.7, and I'll show you how to do that. So right away, I'll just show you how to downgrade right now. So there's a thing called MC Downgrader you can get, but I don't really like it that much. So what you can do is you want to go to your start menu and select run and type in %appdata%. You've probably done this before. And it's going to bring you to this roaming folder and you're going to see .minecraft. Click on that. And now you're in here. There's a bunch of stuff for Minecraft, but right now we only care about bin. And you're going to see a couple jar files. They have little coffee cups. And the one that we care about is just Minecraft, the Minecraft jar file. That's your Minecraft.jar file. Right now I have a couple other jar files saved here, but the one that Minecraft will run is this one right here, and this right here is 1.4.7. So once you download the 1.4.7, all you want to do is click on your current version of Minecraft. Once it's highlighted, you just say like Minecraft 1. Like whatever version it is, and then just press enter. And then you want to click on then you basically just want to drag in the new one that's Minecraft 1.4.7. Make sure it's called Minecraft and then X out. And by the way, you can only do this if Minecraft is closed. If it's open, it's going to say it's not letting you edit this. But for now, right now, this one right here is 1.4.7, so I'm just going to leave it as Minecraft. And just to show you that it works, I'm going to open up Minecraft. And now we have Minecraft 1.4.7. So now Minecraft is all set up to run our Bukkit server. So now I'm going to show you how to set up your Bukkit server, and then we'll get into the plugin. We're just doing all this stuff ahead of time, so once we finish making the plugin, we can just run it and test it. We don't have to start doing all this boring crap. So go to your desktop or wherever you want to keep your Minecraft worlds and make a new folder. I'm just going to call it Minecraft plugin. That looks gross. And you want to open the folder and drag in the latest version of craftbukkit. That'll be in the description too. And I think I already have one under all my other folders, so I'm just going to quickly get it. Right now you can go into your downloads and just pull that out. I'm going to go into here. When I first started making plugins, I named the folder Broken Plugins That Don't Work because I made them as a joke because I didn't think I'd be able to make plugins successfully, and then it was actually pretty simple. So you're going to drag in the version of craftbukkit. It's going to might say like 1.4.7 R0 something. Click on it, and then click on it again, and make sure it just says craftbukkit, or else this will not work. So just backspace all that crap after it. Alright, don't worry, we're almost there getting to the plugin. So now, where is it? So you want to create a new text document and just call it start, run, whatever you want. And open it up, and in it varies of like what you're going to type in here. If you have like Windows or Mac or something, to find out what's best for you, you can go to the if you go to bukkit.org, press get craftbukkit, it will pull up the page that's going to say for Windows, get this version, and then open a notepad. It'll tell you the instructions, and it'll tell you what to put into your notepad. But for me, I have, let's see, Windows 8, so I already have this stuff right here. So I'm just gonna for Windows it's gonna be something like this, and then you want to save it as, you can leave it as start, but you want to type in .bat. This is going to save as a batch file. If you already know how to make a Bukkit server, you can just fast forward the video a little bit. If not, you can just watch this, so you'll be all set. Make sure you save type as all files, or else it will not save it as a .bat file. Now press save, X out, and we don't need this notepad, this little text file you just made anymore, because now we have the batch file. And now we can press start, and it should run, and it'll give you some warning saying like, oh, you don't have all this stuff, and it's going to create it all right here. So, okay. So now it's trying to run the world. We really don't care about that right now. So, I guess just wait for it to be finished. It's going to say done, then just type in stop, press enter. It's going to stop and save the world, and then it'll say press any key to continue. So now you have your Minecraft Bukkit world all set, ready to make your own plugins. This folder right here, plugins, is where you're going to be putting your plugins, along with any other plugins you want. So just know where this is, how to get to this. For me, it's desktop Minecraft plugins, because that's going to be crucial later. So right now you can X out of that. We're not going to need it for a while. And if you're going to write your own plugin, hopefully you know that this is going to be leading to writing code. So for me, I use Eclipse. You can use whatever you want, really. I mean, Eclipse just seems like the most simple thing to use, and a lot of people use it. Works. Oh, right. Sorry, I already have Eclipse open. Okay. So you open Eclipse. Ignore all this stuff right here. This is for a different plugin thing. So as soon as this is open, you want to go to File, New, Java Project. If it's not there, you can go into Other, and it will be there somewhere. Let's see. New, Other. It'll be right there. Java Project. And project name. So for this project, we're going to create a superhero project. It's just going to be something where we can enable and disable a bunch of different superpowers, like turning on always running super fast, or jumping really high with no block damage, stuff like that. Just some things like that. Maybe we'll do other things too. So I'm just going to call this superhero. Finish. So now if you see off to the left, I have tons of projects over here, but we're going to have the superhero project. And if you right click, press that little arrow and extend this stuff right here, and you want to click on the source file. That's where we're going to make our actual code. It's going to be under here. So you want to do new. So right click the source file, go to new, then go to package. And you can call it your name. So I'm just going to do PikaPower dot let's see, plugin. I don't care. So I'm just going to call it that. You can say your name dot plugin or whatever you really want. I'm just going to call PikaPower dot plugin. Now let's say finish. And now if you look over here, you're going to have this empty package. So now you want to right click the package, new, class, this little green thing. And I'm just going to call the class just superhero, same as the project name. And finish. And this right here is where I'm going to be writing the code. And it's going to say at the top package, PikaPower.plugin, or your name dot whatever you chose for your package name. It's just saying it's part of the package. And then your class, this is where all your code's going to be in. And oh crap! If you didn't uncheck the you don't need this stuff right here. If you didn't uncheck the main class, there's like a little checkbox that said, "Is this like the main class?" Then you're going to get this method right here. This just means as soon as you run this is the first thing that's going to happen. But because we're going to export this as a jar file, we don't need this. So you can actually just get rid of this. So your class file should be basically empty. So now we're all ready to code. You with me so far? Yeah, it's gonna be long. Yeah. So hey, I'm just gonna stop the video for a quick second, and then we'll get straight to the coding. Okay, I'm back. So I just wrote all the code, and I made the video recording it, and it was like a 50-minute video, and then my computer crashed, and the video file got corrupted. I spent the past an hour really, trying to retrieve the video, and I couldn't get it, so I said, forget it, I'm going to re-record everything. So, yeah. So I'm going to just redo the video, so I'm going to delete all this code. I'll just retype it all for you guys. So and backspace. All my imports. Delete. Okay. So that's a quick fix. I already did that one, didn't we? Alright. Nope, you don't even know how to do that yet. Okay, so, sorry, don't do anything yet. This is where you were at, right? You were right... We were right here. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, I do this all again. Okay. So, before we're going to start writing code, we're going to go back into our project folder, right-click, we're going to go to Properties, then you want to go to Java Build Path, and, okay, you're only going to have this one. You're not going to have this CraftBukkit one. You need that CraftBukkit there. That is what's going to let you access things like Minecraft stuff, basically. Okay? So, what you want to do is you want to press Add External Jars, and for me, it's in my Downloads folder because I downloaded it. For you, you have to go in the description. There'll be a link. Click on that one. You'll know which one to click on. Just click on the one that says it'll say something like developer, CraftBukkit for developer, or something like that. I'll have it labeled. You'll know which one to click on. So pause the video, go to that link, download it really quick, and then come back here, and you want to go just to the path I told you to go to, and then you want to click on that. I'm not going to click on it because I already did. It's right here. Once that's there, boom, done. Okay. Now we can actually start writing code, and it will know that we're talking about a plugin. So, just to let it know that this is a plugin, we're going to say extends Java plugin. So, okay, well, yeah, quickly. Okay, just put your cursor over it if there's an error, and it'll tell you what the error is. Import. Just going to import that. That's all fixed. So, this right here is the package, just saying it's under this package right here. And this is the class. This is where all the code is going to go for the plugin. These are my imports. I'm importing things from this, this thing. Oh, I don't know what that is yet. Okay. Yes. Sorry. So now that it extends Java plugin, it knows it's a plugin. We're also going to do one more thing. It's going to implement. So it implements listener and import listener. So what that one does is any sort of code that's it's waiting for something to happen, like on block damage, on player move, which we're actually going to use. Any sort of thing like that, it's going to you have to have a listener that's going to wait and listen and wait for that action to happen, so we know when to execute some code. This has to implement listener in order to do that. So just type in implement listener. If you don't understand me, just do this. You'll have a nice cool plugin in the end. So, I've already said this, but we're doing the superhero plugin. It's going to allow you to have some cool superpowers that you can enable and disable. So, the first two default methods that we want to write are going to be public, void on enable and on disable. Did I spell it right? Yeah. So what these two methods do is just like tells this server what to do when the plugin's enabled and disabled. So when it's enabled, disabled, we're gonna have it print out to the server saying something like it's enabled. So we're gonna say first we want to go up here and say at override. Oh, no, I can't spell. Sorry. Yep, just like that. You want to put that right before the method. That's just something that these methods need. You put at override right before them. Okay? Don't question it, because I'm not sure what it does either. So now we want to say get logger dot get plugin manager, I think. Yeah. Then no, I'm stupid. That's for something else. Sorry. Get logger dot info, and then in here we're going to say plugin is enabled. I'm going to copy that and paste it right here. And for this one, because it's on the disable method, we're going to say plugin is disabled. See? So that's just basically going to print out to our server, that little black command box that opened when we started the server. It's going to print out to there saying plugin is enabled, plugin is disabled, when it's enabled and disabled respectively. So one thing that the enabled method is going to need, though, is something that's going to watch out for the listeners, and it's going to be get server dot get plugin manager dot register. I can't spell. Register events. This. Okay. If you have an error, it might be because you don't have the listener imported or implemented. Sorry. And if this is an error and this is an error, it's probably because you didn't import listener. And to import it, you just type this in or put your cursor over the error. Like if I didn't have this here, put the cursor over here, import, bam, fixed. I just keep keep this minimized so that I don't have to keep looking at it. Okay, so now we have our on enable and on disable method. That's great. So now what? Sorry, I'm probably gonna break a bunch of breaks in this video just so I can save segments, because losing that 50-minute video was a killer. So, but this one's gonna be much faster. We're gonna do it more efficiently. I might go a little bit faster, but hopefully you can catch on. So let me just put a little break in the video. Okay, so now the next method we want to type in is going to be public boolean on command. And before I do anything else, I want to quickly just say, quickly explain methods if you don't understand Java. So if you understand Java, this should be easy. If you don't understand Java, I'm just going to give a little rundown of what this is. So the method, this is the method name, on enable. And these brackets are saying this stuff in between, like this bracket and this bracket, they're saying everything in between it is what belongs to this method. And this method has a return type of void. And it is public to everyone. So it's just public. So the difference between void and boolean is saying for this method it's not returning anything, but this method is going to return a boolean, and that's why I have an error here, because I'm not returning anything. So I'm just going to say return false as the default, and that should carry the error. But inside here we have to have a couple parameters, and there actually is kind of a lot. So we're going to have first the command sender, which is who is sending the command. Then we're going to have the actual command, which is the command that I type in. String label and string args. So the args we're not going to use label and args right now. We're only going to use these two. Args you can use if you want to have multiple arguments. So like if you had something like you wanted to say like /create and then space, like and then like different things they could type in after that, like I don't know. I won't get into that now. We're just gonna have nice simple method, like nice simple commands to type in. So let's just fix this. Put a cursor over it. Import command sender. Okay. So now enter right above return false around an if statement. That's going to be if command dot get name dot, I think it's, I want to do equals ignore case, because we don't want to be like, oh, you typed like say, so right here's where my command method goes, my command goes. I want the command to be speed, so I'm going to type in speed to either just enable or disable the speed function, the super speed. And if they type in like capital S speed, we don't want that to be a problem, so that's why we're going to do equals ignore case, because we don't want to be like, oh, you know, you have to capitalize the second and third E of this, you know, that's just annoying. So we're going to just have it like just like that. And in here it's going to return true. Okay, let's see. What should we do now? So now right above that, here is where like stuff for our plugin is going to go. Like basically everything here has been like stuff for the default plugin. Like you have to do this, you have to do this. But now it's like this right here is stuff for our plugin. So we want to have a list, which is going to be a list of players that have the speed function enabled. And to do this, we're going to have to create, at the top of the class, I'm just going to, oops, nope, not going to do that. I'm going to have an array list, which is just like a list, and it's going to be of type player, and it's going to be called super speed. It's like I've done all this before. It's because I did. This is painful. Alright. This is just the basic setup for like creating a new object of array list type. So let's just quickly get rid of these errors. It's a simple imports. They're going to build up here. That's why I have this minimized. So super speed, that's the name of the list of all the players who have super speed enabled. So right here is going to be the is going to be the code that's going to check to see if they're in the list, to check to see if they have it enabled, then like, you know, disable it. If they have it disabled, then enable it. So we should make a method right here that's going to return true or false. That it's just going to return, let's see, is super speed. It's just going to return whether or not the player is actually inside the list. So they're going to say if super speed, which is the list, if it contains the player, then we're going to return true. Otherwise, we're going to return false. Okay, so let me explain this really quickly. So this right here is just checking in the list super speed, which has the list of all the people that have super speed enabled. If this list contains the player that I'm talking about, then return true. Otherwise, we're going to return false. This is really simple. It's nice quick method. It's just basically going to tell. It's basically going to tell us really quickly if the player has this speedy function enabled. So now up here, instead of having to do this every single time, this really annoying thing, if statement, we can just say if is super speed player. And now this method will check it for us every single time. Oh, it's yelling at us. Okay, so we have to create the variable name player. So that's just going to be just like this. That's just taking the sender and converting it to a player. So now we can send that in. So if it is enabled for the player, then this is going to be the code where it takes him, it like disables it for him. So we're going to have to do superspeed dot remove the player. And then we want to send the player a message. We want to say like, let's make, so right before the quotations you can say like chat color dot red. And we're going to say, and then do a plus sign. And then in the quotations you can say, I don't know, super power speed has been disabled. I don't know, something like that. And now we're just going to copy this, and now we're going to make an else statement right after that if statement. Why did that just indent crazily? Okay. We're going to do else, just like that. So it's like saying, if they're already in it, do this. Else, so else if they're not in it, so else basically means that they are not in the list. Then we are going to add them to the list. So just copy this, paste down here. I'm going to change remove to add, so we're just like, it's all the opposite. And then when we send the message, we're going to make it green. Looks like a nice, pretty confirmation. And it's going to say has been enabled, not disabled. Shut up. Okay. Now we have our nice speed command all typed up. And it's all accounted for. It's going to put you on the list and tell you that you've been on the list, and it's going to remove you from the list. And it's all nice and good. So now, that's all our plugin does so far. Really, really boring. I know. So, before we can actually move on, I kind of want to cover this now since we just created a command. For every single command, you have to put it inside the plugin.yml, which is something that every plugin needs. We haven't created it yet. So they're really nice and easy to create, so I'll show you how to do it really quickly, really fast. Click on your project name, right-click it, new, file, and make sure you clicked on superhero. Name cannot be empty. I know, I'm typing in. And we're going to type in plugin.yml, okay? Finish. It's going to pop up with some sort of text document, like notepad or something. And you want to type in the following. So this is just information about your plugin. So we're going to do name, and it's called, what? Superhero, right? Then the main is going to be your package location and your class location under the package. So the package name for me is pikapower.plugin. So it's pikapower.plugin.superhero.java. Well, not .java. You just use .superhero. Just like that. For you, it's going to be something different if you use your own name here. If you made a completely different package name, just make sure you do this, .this, okay? Version is going to be not really important, just do 1.0 or something. If you're going to like submit this to the Bukkit page and you want to keep like giving updates, then use version so people can know, oh look, a more updated version, I want this one. So just do that. Now commands, okay? This is where we're going to start typing commands. So now we're indented under commands, so we're going to do 2 spaces for an indent, okay? The command was speed, so do a colon, and now 4 spaces. Is that 4? Yeah, okay. And so we're going to do description, and that's just a description of speed, so you can write anything you want. I'm going to say enable / disable speed, and then usage, it's going to be, you want to type this in, so it's going to be the command for the player. Whoops. Okay. That's just going to tell them how to do it correctly if they did it wrong. And then permission, this is not where you do the permissions, not yet. This is just what the actual permission is called. So it's going to be the name of the plugin dot the name of the command. So superhero.speed in this case. And then this permission message going to be the message that gets sent to someone if they don't have permission. So we're just going to say, you don't have permission. And what that is going to do is it's going to tell them, you don't have, and this right here is this. So it's going to say, like, you don't have superhero.speed. So they'll know, oh, I tried to do this command under this plugin and I did not have permission. Just a little more specific. So now this just covered that one command. So now we're all set there. If we want to do something with permissions, we can say permissions, I think it's permission. I'm a little foggy on that. Here, we'll come back and we'll do it later. Right now it's not important, so don't worry. We'll come back and do it at the end of the video. So let's close out of that, and now we're back here. So we have this command, it's all done, and now let's make it actually do something. I mean, it does something. It puts you on a list and takes you off, but big whoop. Yeah, that's not a very fun plugin. Didn't want to do that. Okay, click down here, making another method. So this one is going to have event handler in front of it. But this is just saying, like, I think that's to public void. That's just saying, like, this is going to be a method that is like waiting. It's a listener. We're waiting to like listen until something happens. It's going to be on player move. Okay. Import event handler to fix that error. And here we're going to do player move event, and we have to import that. Lots of imports. Yay. Okay. Now onto the event. All right. Whew, let's do this. So let's define the player for the event. Event.getPlayer. I'm sorry, I'm probably getting ahead of you. I'm going to slow down a little bit. So this right here, on player move, it's the method that happens whenever a player moves. So we're going to set this variable called player equal to the event.getPlayer, just saying like what player we're talking about. So now we know who the heck we're talking about. And whenever they move, we're going to give them the potion ability, speed. But that's only if they are, only if is super speed for that player. So like that's only if they actually want it to be enabled. So we have to do if is super speed. No, not 3Ds. Wow. And then the parameter is going to be player. So, or the argument, sorry. That's for that player. We're going to check to see if they have it enabled. If they don't, then we're not going to do this. So now let's see. I think it's player.add potion effect. Okay, there's 3. So here they are. I like how they pop up. It's nice. Not this one. These 2. So this one is just add the effect. That's it. This one, I think that Boolean value, that's the second argument. That one is going to be, I think it overrides. I think if there's anything that might like conflict with the potion effect you just added, then remove it. So that, like, we should do that one. So for the second argument, that's just a Boolean value. It's going to be true. So the argument, we're going to create a new potion effect, and then it's going to have three arguments in here. So the first argument is going to be the potion type. So it's going to be potion effect type dot. Look at that. Look at all that fun stuff. We have all these things: fast digging, fire resistance, harm. You're gonna have a lot of fun with this. I know I was having lots of fun. So we want speed for this right now. So that's the first parameter. That's the potion type. The second parameter is the next 2, Jesus Christ, arguments. Arguments, not parameter. Okay, so the second and third arguments are both integers. The first one is going to be how many ticks it's activated for. We can do something like 300. 300 ticks. That's just like, fine. Then we're going to do the power of the speed power. We'll make it, I did 4 last time. I did the video last time. It wasn't that impressive. We'll do 5. And I think we have to import this. Yes. Okay. I'm going to just put a break. Okay, recording. So now we have this if statement, which is going to check to see if they actually like want the speed, if they actually like have it enabled to actually have the super speed going. Then we're going to give them the potion effect every single time they move of speed 5, which this is 0 index, so 0 is actually 1, 1 is 2, 2 is 3, so 5 is going to actually be 6. So for 300 ticks, but every time they move, it'll reset, so it'll be fine. For the true variable is going to just tell it to override anything. So now we just wrote a plugin. Nice job. If you followed this far, then you understand it, or even like a tiny shred of this, good for you. Go get a cookie or something. You earned it. But I mean, now a lot of people are like really confused about the part where you actually turn this code into an actual jar file that you can actually put into your plugins folder on your desktop. Sorry, your desktop. Jeez, your Minecraft.plugin. Hello, go away. Into this folder right here. Right now, we have nothing. Nada. So we want to put it here. So let's close out of this for now. Go back into Eclipse. Now it is done for now. We can actually go test it out. You can go test it out. Just fast forward the video until I actually show you how to. Actually, no, screw it. I'll show you how to do it right now. But I'm not actually going to test it out yet. You can test it out if you want. Here, I'll show you how to put it onto your server. Because I'm going to do jumping. I want to do super jumping. It's going to take me like 3 minutes really to do the jumping. And you'll take 3 minutes too. So I'll just shut up and show you how to do it. So you want to click on, make sure everything's saved first of all. Click on Superhero, the actual project name, File, Export, Jar File. So under Java, select Jar File, okay? Click Next, and then make sure Superhero, that project, is selected. If it's not selected, then you're not going to see these 3 over here. You might see like 2 that are unchecked or something. That's because you didn't click on the Superhero thing at the beginning. If you didn't, then yeah, just select it. I do it all the time. Uncheck these 2. We only need plugin.yml selected, okay? We don't need this stuff. We just need plugin.yml. Superhero selected, that's good. Leave this, leave this. This right here, browse. This is where the plugin is going. Now, we can put it on the desktop and then drag it in, but we should just do this in one straight shot. So, let's put it directly into the plugin folder right from here. So, click on desktop, if that's where you saved your Minecraft world. Go to where your Minecraft world is. I called mine Minecraft plugin. And select the plugin folder. Now that we're in the plugin folder, it is going to put the jar file in this folder. So it'll be all set and ready to run the server. It'll be great. It's going to be awesome. The name is going to be Super Hero. Save it as .jar. Save. Okay. Checks out. Finish. Hooray. If it says you have warnings, that's okay. Press OK. If it says it failed or something, that's not good. You might have an error or a typo in plugin.yml. Or sorry, in here, if you have an error in plugin.yml, that will show when you actually try and run the server. You'll see like a bunch of errors come up in the command box. So now you can just go in and run the server and try it out. But I'm going to quickly just write the jump one. So you can pause the video, test it out, see that didn't work, yell at me in the comments, and I'll help you through, find out what you did wrong, or see that it did work, and then give it a like. But anyways, if you want to give yourself super jumping with no fall damage, keep watching. So this array list was for super speed, but now we want to make another array list for super jump. So just copy and paste it. By the way, right now, copy and paste is your best friend. Just like in high school, huh? Wikipedia. No, I'm kidding. Maybe. So, right here, here's the whole command for speed. Let's steal it. So we just copied it here and pasted it right here. Right before it, though, put an else. It just makes things nicer. The command is not speed, it is jump. And is super... Okay, this method right here is super speed. We have to copy this entire method and paste it again. And we have to make it is super jump. And you want to check the super jump list, not super speed. That's all set. Go back up here. Change is super speed to super jump. Make sure you're in the jump one, not the speed one. We don't want to ruin that. We just did all that work. And super jump. Super jump. 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 Okay. Now we can enable and disable jump. Look how fast that was. That was like, boom, 1 minute. Alright, almost done. Now we have to do another if statement right here. So copy and paste that. Is super jump for the player. So this is checking if do they have super speed on? Yes. Okay, give them speed. Do they have super jump on? Yes. Give them. Now we have to give them super jump. So here, do jump. I don't really know what kind of super jump. If you do 5, it should be like, oh, that looks kind of nice. You might be able to jump like a few more blocks or something. But if you do something like jump 30, you'll be able to jump above the clouds. Jump 100 will lag. I did jump 70, and I jumped like insanely high. So I guess for now I'm gonna do jump 10, and I'll just to show you how like cool it is. If that isn't cool enough, I'll up it to something huge. Actually, you know what? You can do 5 if you want, but I'm doing 70. Alright, so now falling from that high, yeah, we're gonna die. So we need to make it so we're gonna no fall damage. So we have to do, this is the only time we have to write code. We just did all that copy and pasting. So now this is just one line of code we have to write, okay? Player dot set fall distance, okay? So whenever you move, it's going to set your fall distance to a small number. So it's going to think you're falling from 1 block high. You can do, I did 2 last time. That worked. 1 works. Just, it doesn't really matter. Just set something nice and low so you won't get damaged. Every single time you're going to move, it's going to think you're falling from 1 block high, and it'll just be like, psh, hit the ground, you'll be fine, no damage. And that'll only happen when jump is enabled. So now, jump should work, and the speed should work. But don't forget, we have to go back into plugin.yml and edit that. So, copy and paste the speed thing, and this is going to be for jump. Whoops. Okay, that is jump. I cannot spell for the life of me. Okay, now that's all good. X out, save. File, export, jar file. I didn't select it. Okay, no, not Fight Arena. Crap. Okay, I forgot to click on the actual project name. It happens all the time. Jar file, uncheck, uncheck. Only need plugin.yml. That's good. Leave this, leave this. Okay, finish. Yes, overwrite it. Just overwriting the previous one. If you get an error saying like, oh, cannot overwrite because plugin.yml is messed up, go back into the plugin folder, delete your old version, and then you can be able to export it just fine. Sometimes it lets you overwrite it. That's just nice and quick. So now, our plugin is in our plugin folder. Look at that. There it is. Nice jar file. If it's not there, you might have put it on the wrong directory, so go back and figure that out. So now let's test it out. The moment of truth. Run the server. I really hope we don't get errors. Superhero, loading superhero version 1.0. Enabling superhero. Plugin is enabled. Done. Look at that. Okay. We can write the permissions after this. I'm gonna right now because we didn't give ourselves permission. If we try to enable speed or jump, it will not let us do it. So just go into the op folder. Let's say ops. Write your name there, or go into the actually you can do it right in here. Just type in op space and then your Minecraft name, and it'll op you. Now you want to open up Minecraft. See, isn't it nice now that we already downgraded this to 1.4.7? Because now we don't have to do it. We can just quickly test out our world. Okay. Okay, guys, I just whoops. I just wanted to switch over to my sorry, my better recording software for Minecraft. So let's test it out now. So let's try out speed. Superpower speed has been enabled. Our plugin is working. And now, if you look around, your FOV is going to turn up because that's what happens with the speed. See that everything looks. Here's what FOV is. This thing. It just automatically goes up That's just what happens. Speed. The higher the speed, the more FOV goes up. It's kind of annoying, but I mean, look at that. Come on, that's awesome. If you did not have permission to do the speed thing, that's probably because you forgot to opt yourself. Just opt yourself in the server thing, and you should be all set. If you have any problems, please, please, please write in the comment box. I'm gonna check it daily, trying to help people out. All right. I really want you to succeed. I want this to be helpful. I didn't make this video so I could just say haha and I'm leaving everyone in the dust. Like, I want to help people. So I mean, this is fun and all, but now I want to test out the jumping. That should be fun. I can't remember, what did I set the jumping to? Oh yeah. Now, come on, that was awesome. Ready? Da 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 da. I could like do this for hours, really. Ready? Watch. Jump. Okay. Now, if you like don't enjoy that, that's something's wrong with you. Come on. That is fun, and you don't die. Yeah. This is really fun. So if you set to something like small, you might have like, I don't know, like maybe like 3 or 4 blocks jumping distance now, and that's pretty cool, and I think that's what I would like to keep this at, but it's really fun to just change it to something like this. Hello. Oh, I escaped the creeper's death. And I'm falling right back into it. Oh, jeez. There you go. Oh, I give the creeper... That was weird. Okay. So, if you don't have amazing results like this, leave a comment. I'll try and figure out what went wrong. And, oh, crap, right, permissions. I want to show you guys how to do that, right? Because if you let your friends go on, you want to, like, show them, like, you obviously don't want to show them your new awesome plugin. They're going to be like, hey, I can't do it, I don't have permission. And then you're going to have to opt them. They're going to grief your world to death if they're anything like my friends. But don't worry. I'm going to teach you how to do permissions nice and fast in the plugin.yml. So, disconnect. Open up this. Stop the server. So, am I recording now? Yes, I am. Okay, I'm back to my regular desktop recording. So, what you want to do is go back into Eclipse after you've already closed out of your server. Make sure you type in stop. Okay, go to plugin.yml. And this is where you want to do the permissions. I'm a little foggy. I can't quite remember how to do it. I did it previously, I believe. Okay, yeah, this is the basic setup. That's what I thought so. Okay. So, what you want to do is go on a new line and type in permissions. Hang on. Wow, really? Yes, permissions, plural. Okay. And then you want to, not tab, do 2 spaces in, and you want to type in superhero, or the name of your plugin. Once again, I can't spell. Dot the name of the command that you want to talk about. So speed. And now tab under that with 4 spaces. And you want to say, you have to do description. So just give this the same description. Enable/disable speed. That's sloppy. I'm missing a period. Who cares? Okay. The next line is the only other line we're doing, and it is, I think it's, oh my gosh, really? I forgot already. I think it's a default or something. Yes, default. Wow. Okay. I should have trusted my instinct. Okay. Default. Wow. That was terrible. I keep forgetting. You want to type in true. If you type in true, it will be good for all players. All players will have access to this command. Now, everyone can have super speed, but say you want to be the one badass, like, you know, skyscraper jumper, then you can just leave that to yourself. The default is going to be ops only. And you can actually, if you go under, go online, you can find a bunch of different commands you can put here. True, false, there's true, false, and then there's like ops, non-op. There's a couple things you can do, but I find leaving it just completely, like, don't even touch it, to just like leave it for ops only, and just set it to true so that other people can access it. Yes. So we're going to save this. So now speed will be accessible by all players. So now just to show you that it'll work for everyone now, if we go back into, okay, we have to upload the newest version. So File, oops, click on the project, File, Export, jar file, uncheck, good, finish, overwrite, yes. Okay, it just overwrote it. Overwrote it. Wow, I said writ. Yuck. Alright, this is getting a long video. Okay. So, now that should be all set up. If you want to do the permissions for both speed and jump, you can just, whatever. Just go under and do the same type of format for jump. And now we can minimize this. Go, like my picture of my dog. Yeah, that's not what he actually looks like. That's just a camera effect. Okay. So plugins, good, that's there. Just double checking. We can start the world. First, go into the op folder, and you want to delete yourself from the op so you can test out the non-op commands and save it. Start. The reason I left one of them opt and one of them non-opt was so I could see if it actually worked. So now it's done. Open up Minecraft again, and I'm going to switch back to my other recording software, so goodbye for now. Okay, I'm back with my good Minecraft recording software. So right now, once you actually disable, oh crap. No, if it goes away, I'm going to die. Ah! Shoot, it just went away. Sorry. Okay. So, right now, I am not opt. So, the reason that those were still on was because the potions still have the effect. But once you disable them, the effect will go away eventually. So, that's why you want to make the tick timer lower. So, let's set this to... I want to try out speed. So, speed now works for a non-op, because I am not opt. Let me try time set 0. Yeah, look at that. Not opt. And it works. I jump, look at that, regular jumping. And now I'm going to disable speed. I mean, I'm still wicked fast, that's because this has to wear off. But now look, it's not resetting. If I had it on, that would keep resetting. So that's going to wear off eventually, but if I enable speed again, every single time I move, it's going to reset to 15 seconds, because we did however many ticks we did. I think we did like 300, right? So now let's do jump. Look at that. You do not have superhero. You don't have superhero.jump. That's because I did not give myself permission. So now there you go. We got permissions. We got all this great, awesome stuff. You can get your friends on the server, and you can be the only opt one jumping 70 feet in the air and still surviving, and they'll be baffled. And they'll be so pissed at you, you'll eventually have to write the permissions for them to use jumping too. So, hope you enjoyed this video. You can now go write your own superhero abilities using the same type of format, making new array lists and methods and stuff, and new commands. That was a pretty sick jump there. I really hope you found this helpful. If you did, leave a comment saying, thanks, Pika Power, you're awesome. If you didn't, then rather than just like disliking it, you can dislike it if you want. If you really didn't think it was helpful, dislike it. I'll care. I'll be sad and hurt, but I really want to help you. So you can dislike it, and then I'm going to help you. And then if you found my helpful, whatever I just said, that was terrible. If you found me to be helpful, then I would really love for you to go back and change it to a like. So, yeah, good luck in your future plugin endeavors, and I'll see you guys later. Sorry, before I go, I actually kind of want to go back here, opt myself. What better way to go out than with a 20-mile high jump? Now I'm opt, so jump has been enabled. Here we go. Goodbye, mobs. Yes! Alright. See you guys all later.